Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silver Stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 27th day of April already, wow, 2022, I'd like to welcome you over to JM Bullion so we can look at the live spot prices. Now it looks like gold is down 12.41 to 1902.49, silver down a nickel to 23.75, platinum down $8.69 to 932.63, and palladium down 8 1/4 to 22.50.97. And look at that build over there. This is the in stock silver, 994 pieces. That's incredible. Now over to Coin World, and it's this is acting Mint Director Gibson appears at Senate hearing by Larry Jewett. Coin World published April 22, 2022, and this is really important. I don't know how I missed this, but here goes. I think this is something we definitely need to hear. This is super duper important. Now it says here the United States Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs met April 6th to consider the Biden administration's nominations of Ventris Gibson as director of the United States Mint and Paul Rosen as Assistant Secretary of the Treasury for Investment Security. Each candidate provided opening remarks to familiarize committee members with their credentials. Gibson detailed a career in public service that has spanned over 4 decades and that started right out of high school with her enlistment into the United States Navy. My time as a Navy air traffic controller in Tennessee, Sicily, and Cuba was one of the most rewarding experiences of my life and proved to be the defining moments for me relative to my values. Okay, there you go. I think that's kind of an important part. Talks about her values and defining moments relative to her values. That's interesting. Interesting way to put that. Her remarks concluded with her experience at the U.S. Mint, where she was named deputy director. I would consider it a privilege and an honor and another defining moment of my life, if confirmed, to be the U.S. Mint director. And if confirmed, I am ready to lead a workforce dedicated to connecting America through coins. I think that's saying the right thing. I will focus on people as they are the key to the Mint's success. Now, as a restaurant manager, in my experience, my personal anecdotes, I'm going to throw it in there. And I think that's a huge part of a successful business. If your people are happy under you, they going to treat the customers right and do a quality job. Now, there is a balance there because if they're too cushy and too happy, well, they might get too comfortable, and you got to move their cheese at that point. But anyway, on our programs, from commemorative medals to collectible coins to circulating coins, and on our performance. Yeah, so she's talking about all the areas they're going to be focusing on, and one that is highly valued and highly thought of. Yeah. Eh, I mean, she's saying all the right things, isn't she? No doubt about that. Questioning from ranking member Patrick Toomey, Republican from Pennsylvania, focused on the recent announcement that the Mint would not issue 2022 Morgan and Peace dollars after a successful program in 2021. And he says here, I've been approached by stakeholders who are very concerned that if we skip a year's production in 2022 and we wait until 2023, it will have an adverse negative impact on the attractiveness of the series and its value, said Mr. Toomey. So interesting that they're talking about the Morgan and Peace dollars here. Now, Gibson responded by informing the committee for 2022. We thought about how we could go about ensuring that we will have enough coinage, Morgan and Peace specifically, for the customers, especially since we sold out in 2021 and could not meet that customer demand. And really, didn't they meet that customer demand? Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to. I mean, that's definitely an opinion. I would think. Um, a lot of people got these Morgan and Peace dollars, right? And the numbers that they had allotted were met, right? So, yeah, I don't know. She says here, I pulled together a team of experts from manufacturing, sales, and marketing, legal, and the chief fiscal officer to make sure that going forward we could produce the Morgan and Peace in 2022. Well, that's interesting, given the fact that we also have to balance our silver supply chain with our bullion program, which is congressionally mandated. That makes it seem like, well, it's not our problem, it's not our fault. We are forced into making that decision. I think that's a cop-out, actually, kicking the can down the road, so to speak. Thus, we made the decision that we would bypass 2022 and in 2023 make the Morgan and Peace coin, and that way make enough sufficient to satisfy customer demand. Well, there's a huge customer demand for the 2022 Morgan and Peace dollars. That's why Mr. Patrick Toomey brought it up. So yeah, not really buying this paragraph whatsoever. Now, Toomey responded in his closing remarks that it would seem better to meet some demand and maintain continuity. Yes, absolutely. I would just ask respectfully to consider that possibility, to which Gibson replied, I surely will. Now, that could have been okie dokie or lip service, but she may make that commitment to producing these coins for 2022. And Should that give us hope? I think absolutely that should give us hope. Absolutely. Now, let's go on to the United States Mint website. We're going to talk about yesterday's drop, and it's going to be pretty quick here. Now, all four products, now Denver product for the bag and the roll was sold out in about 2 minutes. And there weren't that many left over after the difference from enrollments. Now, the Philadelphia bag and the Philadelphia roll bag went before the roll, but they all went about 35, 40 minutes after the noontime drop. So that's pretty incredible for the American Innovation coins. And now, will the United States Mint add 1,000 or 700 to each different product option? They very well could. However, you never know. I mean, because they did say that, there was going to be a product limit on this particular year, right? So definitely something going up with the American Innovation coins and their lack of enrollment, and the fact that they had sold out so quickly yesterday. Because check this out. If you go to eBay for these sales, now look at this 2022 Vermont Denver roll sold for $110. That's pretty good money there. Look at this, the Philadelphia bag, 100 coins in there, $199, folks. And I think these are the kind of sales you'll see right off the bat. $299.99 and so on and so forth. So pretty good money there for first day sales. Now let's go over here to the United States Mint, U.S. Mint about production sales figure, cumulative sales figures. Here we go. Now we're going to be talking about the American Women Quarters, P, D, and the S rolls. Now we'll start here at the top, where it's the P and the D bags, 1838, 1840 for the Maya Angelou. Now look at this, the P for the Sally Ride, 1831, definitely 7 lower than the Maya Angelou. However, you look at this, we're at 9 higher than the Maya Angelou for the Denver Sally Ride. Now this is where it gets really interesting. Now this Sally Ride actually lost more over the weekend. We're now at 75.59 to 75.72. So these are definitely dropping more precipitously than the Maya Angelou PDS rolls did. So these are least minted, but that is only for so long, because check out the enrollment for the American Women Quarters 3 roll set. It is at 7504, and that's going to be for the next one, Wilma Mankiller. So 7504, 7559, 7572. So 7504 is clearly lower than the Sally Ride and the Maya Angelou. And you have to also think about this, right? So if we're at 7504, there's going to be some things that are dropping off. It's probably going to end up being 7480 or 7474 or something around that number. Definitely lower than 300,000, because 75 times 40, you're looking at 300,000 easily. Yeah, isn't that incredible? So the Wilma Mankillers are going to be the least minted so far, and will the United States Mint increase these numbers going forward after this particular drop? I don't think so. But definitely Wilma Mankiller will be the least minted out of all the S quarters so far. And there it is, that S roll. Now, for the plus one today is here. It's from Genesis 2:18. It says here, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper as his complements," right? So they'll complement each other, right? So in his weaknesses, she'll be better, and in her weaknesses, he'll be better, right? And so it's not good to be alone. And so that brings me to my plus two today, and it is a song by Foreigner. It's called "Waiting for a Girl Like You," and it's one of my favorite songs by this band, and I'm going to listen to this right after I'm done with this video. So listen, folks, I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you do like what you're hearing, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a Silver Stacker, out.